And I'm back with more Devil May Cry 5. And I did just one mission last time, mission 3, because I had, by the end of it, I had to make a sudden trip to the, well, let's just say, the little boy's room, for lack of better terms. And, I checked the web, and I figured out why it was that I was not able to throw enemies around as Nero, like I thought I saw in demos and trailers, well, especially trailers. It turns out that the only way Nero can throw downed bosses and enemies around is with the use of a Devil Breaker. One that is called the Buster, as in relation to the Devil Bringer. So eventually Nico will create a Devil Bringer with the Buster attacks from the Bringer, but I don't have it yet, and as a result I could not, do the special throws on Goliath and that Artemis demon. And speaking of the latter, apparently Urizen is taking Dante's ladies and stuffing them in demons, and we freed little lady inside the Artemis one, and she was stark naked, to say the least, which I wasn't expecting. Kinda hot though, and Nico of course teases him. And, so yeah, that's what I've learned since then. And, I hope to eventually come across this Buster arm at some point. And use it. Pardon me, had to answer a message here. It's regards to another friend playing the game as well. Anyway, so oh, what the heck? We're now playing as V, huh? You can evaluate any players you match with online. Try giving a stylish rating for anyone who shows their stuff. Good enough ratings to obtain a gold orb. Really? Well, I wouldn't know because I wasn't paying attention. So, I'm not gonna rate. So, Mission 4. Nero and V split up to find separate paths to Keyloft, the demonic tree. Nero encountered a deadly demon wielding Liza weapon. When defeated, it turned out to contain Lady. Can she shed some light on the battle with the Demon King? And what is V's true motive? We're playing as V now, huh?
So V, you think this kid can kill Urizen?
One can only hope. But for now, we have a more pressing engagement.
Bit of a scrawny dude, isn't he? Okay, from what I don't know what to expect with this guy. From what I've read, he plays more defensively than Nero or Dante ever did. So, I don't know what to expect, and will I like it? Will I dislike it? Well, we're about to find out. So switch player to V. Command 3 demons on the battlefield. Controlling the flow of combat from a distance. Vitality and orbs held carry over, but you must obtain skills for V. Makes sense. So, we're playing as V. V. Doesn't have strength on his own. Whoa, Nico, don't startle me like that. Purple orb. So we do use devil stuff. Double trigger. It wouldn't let me choose skills, so... Shadow, huh? He has white hair that sparks out of his head like he was a half-demon. But he controls demons. So what does it all mean? He looks like a scrawnier version of Kylo Ren. He really does. With a penchant for poetry. He even seems to walk a little weaker. Or not. He seems to be running just fine.
We have a minor errand before we reach Urizen.
So, how do we control this guy?
Oh, genius says be careful. Yeah, no shit, Shirley. Ain't that right, Pete? I mean, it wouldn't take much to wipe you out in a sticky situation. I'm just saying that running away is okay. It's always okay to run away if you're not up for it.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
Okay, Shakespeare. Just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of those demons quick, cause killing them ain't my stick. I got your back. Cause dying is whack.
I like the bird. Shadow, huh? Wait a minute. Wasn't Shadow the name of those glowing purple cat demons from Devil May Cry 1? Attack with triangle to summon Shadow to make him perform a close range attack.
Slice him. Gouge him.
Yeah, it's behaving like it.
So.
Checkmate. Press circle to close to a dialing enemy. Shadow can't finish off dying enemies. V has to do that.
Gotta land the final blow, Pete. You know we can't
Reap what you sow. Slice him. Pardon me.
Attack with Griffin. Wait a minute. Shadow, Griffin. Yeah, these are names of Devil May Cry 1 bosses and enemies. Who the hell is this guy?
Return to the underworld.
Forced move. Use Shadow to evade attacks. This will allow a faster and wider range of movement.
Reap what you sow. Rest in peace.
Interesting. Eh. He's definitely a scrawny dude, that's for sure.
Pierce through.
So V summons demonic familiars to do his fighting for the most part.
So high maintenance.
He kind of reminds me of Iago from Aladdin. There's Nero. Uses a cane to fight. Reminds me of Kisuke Urahara from Bleach in that regard. What's with the blob?
Into nothingness. Slice.
Interesting. So they both have health bars that are rechargeable over time. Ah, pressing down on right thumbstick is what activated it.
Come on.
Okay, touchscreen is for taunt. Got it.
Descend it is. Rise. Pin him to the wall. Pin him to the wall. Slice him. Pierce through.
The only thing missing is a frost demon. Then again, I guess they considered them too special. A white orb for Devil Trigger energy. Railroads. What the hell? Nightmare. It is... Who is this guy? Landing blows on enemies are taking damage will fill the Devil Trigger. What is this? What is V? Who is V? If your DK gauge is at level 3 or higher, you can use it to summon Nightmare by pressing L1. He will attack enemies on his own until your gauge runs out. So he's a tank.
Gouge 'em. Pin 'em to the wall.
Lie, little piggies.
Reap what you sow. At your pleasure. Slice 'em. Pierce bone. Slice 'em. Pardon me.
Definitely gotta hang back to us not get damaged. Stalemate. Your demon pets will stop moving if they take too much damage. Keep an eye on their gauges in the upper corner of the screen to see how much vitality they have left. These demons recover from stalemate by themselves over time. You can speed up the recovery every time by moving V closer to them. So I gotta be defensive with him while using them as my arsenal. He can barely stand without that cane, can he?
This bridge looks unstable.
Yeah, kinda. White orb. Crystallized devil spirit recovers devil trigger. Seriously, something about the... I don't know what it is, but something about him, in my opinion, connects him to Mundus. I can't explain it, really. I mean, he's got familiars based on Devil May Cry 1 enemies. So I was saying, he spontaneously has hair that spontaneously turns white from using Devil Trigger, and he has demonic familiars that are named based directly on, and even have powers similar to that of enemies and bosses from Devil May Cry 1. So something about this does not seem like a coincidence. He has some connection to Mundus or somebody close to him somehow. As for why he's also weak, though, to the point of looking as frail as he is, that's something I'm curious about. No, I don't want that.
I will not allow him to gain any more power.
Needhog. Allow who?
Reap what you sow. What you sow. Right. Reap what you sow. Pierce through.
Something about these smells of moonness. I don't know what it is. I can't explain what it is, but I'm very eager to know what it is. Purple orb. 4 pieces to make an orb. Really now? So they've gone from 4 for blues for 1 blue to expanding it to 4 purples to make 1 purple, even when that was never the case in the previous games. Huh. Interesting. I don't see any more secret missions. Devil trigger. L2 triangle or L2 square. Use 1 stock of Devil Trigger to make Shadow and Griffin attack foes with increased strength for a set time. Execute the same command again will extend attack time at cost of more DT gauge. Back row trophy. Read book. Fills the DT cage during battle. You'll be wide open to attacks while doing this, so be careful.
To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. The angel that presided on my birth said, little creature formed of joy and mirth, go love without the help of anything on earth.
Nothing up here. Ew, littering. How dare all of you?
To see a work, human blood is the source of his strength. I must cut off his supply.
What'd you say? How'd it go, Mom? That's good. Mom back from mariachi. Okay. Don't see anything else. Oh, come on. Are you shitting me? I wanted to get the orbs. He's not doing it. Fuck it. Not doing it. Another Needhog hatchling. I'll run back, see if I can go and get another hatchling. Or not. Or I can. Nope, it's gone. They're a one-use only item. So I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open for another one. Hold on a second. That building's face, came down. That didn't happen before. So I guess it was worth it to go back. Still, doesn't explain where I can get another Needhog bug. It's probably somewhere down the other way. Hey, hey, and hey. Another blue orb. Hey, another one down there. Ah. What? I did it earlier, Mom. I'll do it when I'm done. Oy. Ow.
What an eyesore. Right. Slice him. Fall to hell.
Griffin really reminds me of Iago from Aladdin. He really does. But how he talks and his mannerisms. He doesn't have as strong an accent, no, but the attitude is very similar. Another Needhog bug, so let's open the path up further. The alternate path, anyway. secret mission right over there. Is it doable, though? Collect all the red orbs. Uh-oh. Huh, a Gorgon head. Never thought I'd ever see that in a Devil May Cry game. Okay, how do I do this? Ah, I was so close. Do it again. I couldn't buy any faster walk skills when I first started him, so... Got it. Reward. Sweet, sweet reward. I wonder if we'll get any more familiars with V, other than just the ones we have, other than just the 3 we have. Well, Nightmare's probably going to be by default, but I don't know about the other 2. Would be nice. would like to not be stuck with the same movesets. Because that was a complaint that I had with Nero, and they seem to have rectified that somewhat with the Devil Breakers. But still, I would prefer more than just the Red Queen, if you get my drift. Whereas Dante still, from what I assume, has the different weaponry. The apocalypse has come. Oh, poor you, whoever it was. Then again, he's not wrong. Demonic plant matter going all over the place. Monsters coming out of the alleyways. And dimensions. And victims. Time for a little devil trick. Time for a little devil trigger.
Gouge.
Ow.
creature that presided on my birth said, little creature formed of joy and mercy, no love without the help of anything on earth.
Enjoy the taste of despair.
Rest in peace.
Your pleasure is pinned to the wall. The end is now.
Slice him, gouge him.
Nice. I was not sure how I would feel about V, but now that now that I've tried him out and I'm getting a bit of a handle on him, I actually don't think he's that bad. I want memes. That's funny. I am so alone. A food market. Market day, probably.
A phone. I wonder if I can reach that woman.
I think we might. Yeah, Nico is now the goddess of time equivalent in this game. Oh, poor people. Poor people. Where are we going? Straight that way.
Come meet me. I'm at...
Yeah. Keep your panties on. I see ya already. Be right there.
I don't know how Nico got a driver's license. This is hilarious, actually.
Howdy.
Okay, what do we got? I can run faster. Promotion. Ride atop the demonic beast nightmare. Could be useful. I think I'll do this one. Kane, Royal Fork. Expands the DD cage. Blockade. Flank attack. Shadow. Hedgehog. Nightmare combo. I think that'll do it. Bad time for market day. Uh-oh. Needhog.
I never liked this guy.
You catched you. I know you.
Dumb as a box of rocks. Let's not even mess with this guy, V. He can't even leave the Clyphod anyway. Just a Clyphod parasite. Uh-oh. I think he hurt me. He's angry!
Not in this lifetime. As the air to a bird, or the sea to a fish, so is contempt to the contemptible. If the fool would persist in his folly, he would become wise.
Meanie, don't try to think too much, shithead!
So, forgives the plow. What do you say?
There goes another one. What the? A demonic walker.
Okay, alright, that's not good at all. That's not good. Well, hey, wait, where are you going? Are you running away? That's not a good sign.
I'm afraid then that's a little bit more than I can take on right now.
Well, all right then. Hey, huh? I kind of like V in a strange way. It's like I got like a private army of demons at my beck and call. Not what I'm used to in a Devil May Cry game, yet surprisingly, it feels okay. Not as in the thick of the moment, but it does have its its satisfaction seeing it come together. Rate as stylish. I don't know. The demons at V's command made short work of the great demon parasitizing the roots of Qliphoth, but the arrival of the colossal demonic monstrosity destroyed the road ahead, plunging V underground. The Devil Sword Sparda. Uh-oh. Yeah, Trish normally has it on her. But if what happened to Lady is any indication, she likely got captured too.
We're alive! We made it! It's our lucky day, V. Let's go find a game of cards.
These Qliphoth roots, they're everywhere.
Well, we are underground.
And they're filled to the brim with human blood.
Then I guess we have some clearing up to do.
And me without my gardening shears.
Do you know if we can be paid for said gardening in human blood? Oh, so we're still playing as V, and Nico's taking care of Lady after Nero fished her out of the body of a demon. I never thought we'd ever see Lady nude, even though, because I was perfectly content with how she looked in her Devil May Cry 4 outfit, but now I'm not so sure. Now I'm seeing something I never thought I needed. While on the ground, press and tap repeatedly. So what? I have to be on the Nightmare's back in order to do it? That's probably what it is. Ride atop it. Ah, I can't do it. Cannot do it. I'm gonna earn my points back. Poor Lady. Dante, Lady, Trish, they all got trounced. And we gotta save them.
Now to find an exit.
Ow. Hard to tell what I'm doing in relation to everything else because it's so dark.
Can't move forward without breaking through these.
Oh, looks like a harbor.
He's throwing a tantrum up there! Watch the ceiling, B! I'm coming!
Yeah, we're in a shipyard somewhere.
It's your turn.
This ship is awfully big.
Pin him to the wall. Pin him to the wall. Slice him.
Orbs, orbs, and more orbs. And more health. Me likey more health. Huh, lit up oil bars. I guess the local hobos lived around here. Break a leg. I broke something. Uh-oh. There's always a bigger bug. Epusa Queen, the Vermin Empress. Weevil Underwood would love this thing.
Awake. Gouge him. At your pleasure. Fry.
Oh, right up her ass. Oh, ho, ho. That was both disgusting and satisfying at the same time. Oh.
High maintenance.
Scorch them. There must be an escape route.
I'm coming.
Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Anything else around here? Probably in the break room where the foreman or
I need you.
harbor master was.
Hey, what's in that hole? Should we take a look?
What else? That way. Nothing there. Dirty water.
This way, I guess. Now, get to work. Rest in peace. May not my flesh fail me. Pardon me.
Triple S. Ow.
The end is now.
Triple S. And with V of all characters. Did not expect that at all. I feel kind of happy, actually. Okay, fork in the road.
Gouge it. Here, rest in peace. Pin him to the wall. Turn him to the underworld. Here, throw him. Slice him.
guy got away. The bonus bug got away. Oh well.
Woohoo! Finally outside. And look at that, a fog.
Huh, demonic flowers growing out of these things.
I'm coming.
Oh, we can't break the statue.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Ugh, you got it. Wait right there.
Why are you complaining? It's your job. How the hell does she do that? I just saw the markings on the front of the truck. It said Minotaurus. It does. Minotaurus. Like the Minotaur. And the only demon I can ever remember ever being an enemy that matched such a description was in Devil May Cry 2. Furiataurus. We need some more Minotaur-based demons in Devil May Cry, come to think of it.
Hey,
Can I get that riding mount, thing? Right atop the demonic beast nightmare. Nothing else around here. Can't go there. Nothing else around here. Uh-oh. That looks like a boss over there. And a giant chicken.
Of course, more trouble. Not sure about that one, though. Never seen it before. Not in the underworld, anyway.
Malthus.
Search for the Devil's Sword, Sparta. You know where it is. He told me to leave it be, but I'm afraid it still concerns me. As long as there is a blood descendant of Sparta, I cannot take any chances. Do you understand?
Malthus.
And destroy it! Only then will his reign be truly realized.
Well, she's an ugly one. That one, not so much. Griffin Knight.
I see. I know what you are. Don't worry. I'll be gentle. Go. No escape. Enjoy the taste of despair. Now it begins. Gouge him. Take that momentum and send it right back.
Oh, you gotta come back for that?
One thought fills immensity.
It's not the time for poetry. Wait, what does that even mean?
Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's go. The power to control time is quite important.
But that means carrier. Thought Dante killed it already.
A rare species, but apparently not quite extinct. Until today, that is.
Are they talking about the ghost horses like Garion from the third game? Because that's what it sounds like.
Like so. Slice him. Pin him to the wall. To see a world in pain. Carry your own flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand. And eternity in an hour. This is the end. Go ahead. Settle back. The angel that presided on my birth is a little creature from the Jordan. They love without the help of anything on earth. May not my flesh fail. Gouge him. Reap what you sow. Angel that presided on the earth, some little creature formed of joy, or love without angel that presided on my birth, some little creature formed of joy, or love without the help of anything. Slice him. To see the world in place, eradicate them all. Gouge it. Hours of folly are measured by the clock, but of wisdom, no clock can measure. Die.
Right in this time bubble.
Hey!
I'm fine. I must chase him. If the Devil Sword Sparta still exists, it may very well be our only hope.
Think about this for a minute now. What will you do if you find it? You gotta be strong in mind and body to wield the Sparta, and you, sir, are not. Hate to break it to you, but the Sparta will just be too much for you.
That
For me, yes. But what if the boy, Nero?
that, as far as any of us know, you're not blood related.
Let's go. Once we are near the Sparta, even I should be able to sense its presence.
So they do not count time for mission completion bonuses anymore. I guess because they expanded the levels to such a larger size with Devil May Cry 5 compared to the previous 4 games, they were like, you know what? Let's ditch the time so that way players can search everything at their leisure and they can not feel too overly pressured. And I'm okay with that. I never really liked the time scores anyway, especially if when it came to full exploration of levels in general. After dodging the colossal demon above, V made rapid progress underground, moving towards his true goal of recovering Sparta. Meanwhile, back on the surface, Steel Impact. Huh. I think I'll buy some stuff for Nero for a bit, and then
Hey,
call it quits.
got a new arm for ya.
What do I got? The Tomboy. The Buster Arm.
I got it in stock. You better take advantage of it.
Yeah. I can trounce bosses with that thing. Equipment. Okay, let's run through them. General Purpose Devil Breaker, Electric Blast. So that's the Overture. Gerbera is a mobile one. Shockwaves, Converge Beam of Powerful Energy. The Punchline, Flying Rockets. Helter Skelter is a drill. Tomboy, that's a new one. And the Buster Arm, a Devil Breaker that can execute a one-hit kill using the Devil Bringer Buster technique. Yeah, she recreated the Devil Bringer into a mechanical version to do the Buster attacks. I can now do Buster attacks on bosses when they're stunned. Hell yes. I like the Overture, but I'm gonna switch it to this. I never found out what the Punchline's super attack is, so I'm going to check it out.
better take care of that.
I'll get another, I think I'll save to what I have right now. I think I'll buy another. I'll buy another, Buster Arm for spare, in case the other one I have breaks.
Good choice.
Okay. Main menu, I want to see... Before I quit, I want to see if I've unlocked any stuff in the library, because I unlocked a part of a diary from Morrison. Okay, I missed one secret mission, so I don't know, I didn't see where the symbols were. The Void. And the Gallery. She has everything in this car. Bathroom, washer, stove. Nero. The proprietor of Devil May Cry. Finest business to ever grace the streets of Fortuna. Yeah, he opened his own branch of Devil May Cry. Grew up a holy knight in the Order of the Sword, but when demons started menacing his lady love Kyrie, he figured it was time to explore the devilish powers in his right arm. Discovered his connection to Yamato, once wielded by Dante's brother. Somehow got the blood of Sparta through his veins, lost his arm a little after Fortuna. But luckily he had yours truly to fix him up with some bitchin' hardware. Probably real grateful, just too shy to say thank you. One-armed Nero. The way Kyrie tells it, Nero cooled down a lot these days. That said, he did run straight down to hell to try and kick some asses while he was still missing an arm. Not exactly a level-headed individual. Could fight better with one arm than most people could, with three. And exactly at the height of common sense by taking on the new Demon King -1. Gave the opportunity to dream up the Devil Breaker, so I guess it wasn't a total loss. V. V just might be a fake name. He calls himself a Devil Hunter. Demon animal friends, at least. Can only do final blows with his cane. Yeah, he's pretty scrawny, not the fighting type. Pattern in his tattoos are what binds his little helpers to him. Huh. Not the kind of power a regular human can wield. Griffin. One of the demons V has its beck and call. Chatty bird thing, specializes in shock and lightning. Demonology text shows some references to a demon just like this one, but it was defeated by Dante years ago. Yeah, on Malay Island. Could be just a coincidence. I'm going to say not. I don't believe in coincidences these days. Shadow, one of the demon V has from Genghis of Kill. Black cat motif, most part, can shapeshift. Old text collected by the Order of the Sword talk about a beast just like this one. Only it never would have played nice with a human. And it was in Devil May Cry 1. This was one of the higher tiered enemies in the first game. Of course, back then, it didn't look nearly as tame as this. Damn things were evil. The last of Demon's helpers. Aw, we don't get any other ones? Boo. Unlike the other two, doesn't seem like the thing thinks for itself. It's not seen any... Unlike V's other two helpers, I've not seen any references to a demon like this one in any old Order of the Sword texts. Not even the Order knew this thing existed. Of course not. The Nightmare was a living demonic weapon created by Mundus, and, well, Dante fought and killed it. God's gift to gunsmithing, Queen of Machines. Grandar of the one and only Nell Goldstein, the 45 caliber virtuoso. Gunsmith's in my DNA. Yeah, Nell Goldstein. She was a main character in the Devil May Cry novel that was prequel to the original game. Parts of it are no longer canon, especially where Virgil was concerned in that, but from the looks of things, they've taken parts of it and melded it into the main canon. So it's like they didn't totally forget about it. They were like, hey, let's take from the old material that works and apply it into the main canon. I like that. That's respect to your that is respect to your series history right there. Not just forgetting it exists and doing shit and doing jack all with it like Star Wars. Gotta wonder whether Nero realizes how lucky he is. I tend to make my outfit look good. Can't Get Up is my personal favorite. Holy vestments of the Church of the Gun. Always ready to preach. Seriously, this girl could be the freaking mascot of the NRA, and I would be perfectly fine with it. When you're working with bits and pieces of demons, it's wise to take a few precautions. Fiddling with vials of some nether beast to have them blow up in my face. Let's be serious. His face deserves protection. Hiding my good looks makes y'all a little sad, but my absence makes the heart grow fonder. Don't worry. I'll finish up real quick. Morrison. Never met this fellow myself, so all I gotta go is rumors. J.D. Morrison, the info broker, who set Dante on a bunch of his demon-killing jobs. Lady seems to have had a few run-ins with him, too. So great, we finally got someone around who's in the know. Who can't be past Nero a gig, or... Why can't he pass Nero a gig or two? Yeah, this is where I'm confused. Is J.D. Morrison an alias code name passed around between informants? You know, especially from the underworld. The human underworld, not the demonic one, if you get what I mean. Or what? Because this is what confused me. If they're applying the anime into canon, and it is canon, according to Capcom, even back then... Why is, this confuses me. Why is Morrison all of a sudden African American when he was a white guy with dark blonde hair? I don't get it. Why the race swap? I hate it when when creators do that. Ugh, that thing is way uglier than I originally thought. And Pusa. I did not notice the human face before. Now it's really starting to look like Bloodborne. Green, red. And Pusa Queen looks downright fierce. I like it. Kind of, it really, the bugs kind of give me real Bloodborne, Dead Space Necromorph vibes. They really do. Kinda. So these guys are basically like new versions of the Sin side of the Seven Sins from Devil May Cry 3. I like that there's both new enemies as well as ones based on that are spun on old ones. Hell, kinda. Pyro Bat. There were like fire bat monsters in Devil May Cry 2, but they were weaklings that you can kill with one shot. So it's like they redid those. Death Scissors. I could have sworn this is a Devil May Cry 1 enemy. The Sin Scissors, Sin Size, Death Size, and Death Scissors. Yeah, this has to be brought back from Devil May Cry 1. And oh my god, look at that hair or cloth or whatever it is. The RE engine is so good. Fuck the Frostbite, seriously. Roots. Goliath. Gotta love it when they just tell you their name. He looks cool, I like him. The Artemis. Wait a minute. One of the Underworld's top gunsmiths. Started out as a gun he made. Seems that fusing the gun with the human host created this. Wait a minute. As an Artemis, the demonic gun from Devil May Cry 3? Wait a minute. Seeing it in the flesh, shooting out you were graceful like a bullet of destruction. Priceless relic, one of the last remaining artifacts of Machiavelli's genius. So somebody came along and smashed it the hell up. Just don't talk to me for a while. Are they implying that somebody took the Artemis, which Dante got in Devil May Cry 3, and used it to create a demon to fuse and combine with Lady? That's awesome, actually. What, did Lady have it, and when they all got captured, she got fused into the thing? Shit. Okay, Needhog, named after the creature from Norse mythology. Like, kind of like Bulwark in Devil May Cry 2 was based on Odin. Hide itself in the Qliphoth to stay safe. Dumb as they come. Yeah, and definitely ugly as they come. Gurion Knight. Yeah. I read it wrong in the intro. I didn't read it correctly. Gurion are listed as Equus Demonicus in some of the oldest demonology texts. That's horse demon to the uneducated. You keep up, okay, sugar? Seems these demons in all shapes and sizes, but the one thing they have in common is the power to mess with time. They're also proud. This is not a horse you just jump on and ride. So if he's telling the truth, the way that knight was able to ride this Gurion is some mighty impressive stuff. They brought back the Gurion. In Devil May Cry 3, you fought one that was pretty big and carried a a carriage, but this one has been mounted and it has horns. I'm loving all the references to the past Devil May Cry games. Well, we still got a lot of bosses ahead of us, hopefully. Urizen, the Demon King, the new Demon King in place of Mundus. No mention of Urizen. Definitely got the power to keep grip on the throne. Yeah. Red Queen, Blue Rose, Helter Skelter. Oh, there's two other Devil Arms. These Kane, huh? Morrison's Letter, Part 2. Back when Dante went by Tony Redgrave, there was this place, Bobby's Cellar, a dive infested with bounty hunters, would-be soldiers of fortune, and often enough, our old pal Tony. He'd show up from time to time like any of the other punks and lowlifes looking to make a quick buck. That's the kind of place Bobby's Cellar was. There were plenty of guys like me around too, but every one of us knew to make the rounds to these joints and peddle our information like precious gems. More importantly, getting those jobs covered kept the cash flowing in. You better believe old Tony made me a pretty penny. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, they're referring to Tony, as in Dante. I blacked out for a second. I thought he was referring to Enzo, but no, it's Dante. Yeah, Enzo was another informant. One that was mentioned in the instruction manual for Devil May Cry 1 and made his formal appearance in the Devil May Cry 3 prequel manga and then forgotten about. Now he's slaves away assisting Bayonetta. Still, that guy was always broke as a bottle of wine. He ended up busting his guns on every job. Sure, it makes sense now, but at the time, I was dumbfounded. I'd ask myself what kind of shots this guy's packing to break a pair of pistols on every single job. This old gunsmith in the neighborhood was always giving him an earful. Normal pieces must be like a pair of pop guns to a guy like you, huh, Tony? Eventually he got wise that he'd never make a solid payday at this rate, so he got the old lady to design a pair of pistols just for him. You guessed it, she ended up introducing Dante to his old pals, Ebony and Ivory, but wouldn't you know it, she died just as soon as the job was finished. Yeah, she and her workshop were all burned down. And because Dante had a habit of overusing, was very strong with the demonic power he had, he would break the guns from using them too fast and too hard. More like she was killed. Never figured out who did it either. I was out of town on a big job myself at the time. See, but Tony, no, Dante, he knew from the sound of it. One of the toughs from his regular haunt said that after she passed, he went off somewhere with the most crestfallen look he'd ever seen. That's the last anyone would ever see of Tony Redgrave at Bobby's Cellar. Yeah, that was also the hangout for a lot of the mercenaries in that prequel novel. Kyrie, once in a while you'll meet a lady so kind people will call her a living saint. Never met a girl that fit the bill like this here Kyrie. Looking after the little ones in an orphanage on Fortuna. After all the awful things that went down on that island. Only thing pulling them together. Should be beating the boys back with a stick if it wasn't for Nero. How beautiful she is. Yeah, too bad we never actually see her. Just hear her. Would have been nice, though. Don't know what a sweet girl like that's doing with a punk like him, but none of my business. Different strokes. Dark Knight, Sparta. Wherever you go in the world, you can hear the legend of the Dark Knight Sparta, the demon swordsman who defeated the king of the underworld, Mundus. Seeing him away to protect his lady love. Shoot good luck finding a kid who ain't heard the tale in this day and age. Fortuna took it a step further, went and based a whole dang religion around it. Only a handful of people know about him. Mama told me stories. Thought it was just something to tell kids to go to sleep. Daddy believed in the whole shebang, though he never tried to make her drink the punch. He figured she'd never believe him. So head over heels, he didn't give a flip what she believed. It ain't around anymore. Imagine Mom would say if I told her I partnered up with a bona fide descendant of Sparta, she'd have strapped me in a straitjacket. Sorry, but Sparta ain't just a fairy tale. Nero and Dante, them fellows are living proof. Qlipoth, Tree of Life, resides in the demon world. Once every several thousand years, the tree bears fruit made of condensed blood. Yeah. Whoever should eat the fruit gains sovereign power to rule over all. Trish told of a demon named Mundus who consumed one of these fruits to become the king of the underworld. The Qlipoth never bore fruit again after Mundus, as Sparta separated the worlds of demon and man, but now the border between these worlds is no more, and the Qlipoth is sure to bear fruit once again. I dare say the tree has appeared on the surface for this very reason. Okay. So it's like a demonic tree of life or knowledge or whatever. Feeds on blood. Every several thousand years. Okay. And so, yeah, it's like the Tree of Knowledge. They go and get it, they take a bite of it, and they gain ultimate power. So, Mundus bested the competition and took a fruit from that tree, and he became the Lord of the Underworld. But now now the borders between the worlds have been broken, and the tree could bear fruit once again. And that's what Goliath was doing. He was after a fruit of the tree in order so he could be Demon King instead of Urizen. Large number of citizens cut down in the heart of Redgrave City. Exact number of victims unknown. Now number in the hundreds. In the massacre, remains of the dead horribly disfigured. Large number gone missing. Wait a minute. They're not referring to what's happening in the game right now. They're referring to a massacre that happened long ago. East Karnoff Roads facility, the members of Regency massacre now in hundreds, remains of the dead or horribly disfigured. Corpse of a woman was discovered in the charred remains of a residence that had gone up in flames on the night of the incident. According to testimony, another pair of twins also lived with the woman. The remains have yet to be found. They're referring to events from the Devil May Cry novel, the prequel novel. Yeah, because Bobby Seller got completely massacred. I think there was one other massacre, if I remember, in the game, in the book, and of course, Nell Goldstein's house was burned down with her in it. International Gunsmith Directory. Only one that can be called a master. Works of art, not adorned with unnecessary ornamentation, nor do they sacrifice functionality. 45 caliber weapons. She crafted all sorts, earning her the nickname Fort Caliber Virtuoso. Lost her life in an accident. Don't know what this is. Well, we got a lot of old stuff, and the void is like a training area. well, I think that'll about do it for Devil May Cry 5 tonight. So far, I'm really enjoying the game. Nero plays very much like he did in 4, except he feels much faster this time. And while I do have a few issues with the Devil Breakers, namely not being able to switch between them, and that you can't just upgrade them at a whim and keep them as you would. They can only be they have to be bought back after being destroyed. I do admit they are very fun to use, for the most part. I just wish they weren't just used only to be destroyed weapons. I would have preferred a bit more deeper than that, but they have their moments, and I like them. V is not what I expected. I mean, I was expecting a character that does nothing except let minions do his work, and he does. But there is some satisfactoriness to him that I actually kind of like. Controlling the demons, and then putting in the finishing moves. But, yeah, we'll get more out of him later, and we have yet to get to Dante, and I'm looking forward to that. But so far, for the most part, so good. And I can't wait to play some more tomorrow. So, have a good night. I'll see y'all later when we come back with more Devil May Cry 5. Peace out.